Welcome to FIU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Texas State's offense will get first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To throw, it's McAllister. Finds his man down the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Bobcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he will score! Touchdown, Texas State!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So FIU's offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But like, Here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Scanning the field, it's McAllister. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. FIU pushing tempo.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beaten right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's McAllister. Quick strike complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Bobcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. A third down try for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got an open man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Bobcats are flying down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Bobcats are threatening on 1st and goal. That's got it. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been in.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's McAllister. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Turning on the jet. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. And here comes the punt team. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Duff. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back. Oh, better look out. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Panthers are in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's strong. Touchdown, Florida International. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting, and they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, Dave, and that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play. And they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their...
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Meadows. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. FIU pushing tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Ramsauer. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Duff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Offense lining up quickly. He'll pull it on the read. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Samuel. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you are.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Looking to throw, it's McAllister. Quickly complete. Nice move there. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive